is 8:44. Perennial football powerhouse Trinity High School in Euless has some extra motivation after a tragedy.
Players are going to honor a couple of former teammates and a young guy who might have been destined to make that team. All of them killed in a car accident in New Mexico recently. Max Morgan live where the Trinity Trojans just hit the field for their second day of training. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Tim and Lauren, and we are inside the new practice facility here at Trinity High School. As you mentioned, it is the first week of practice since the passing of a couple of high school players and another teenager, and of course those two guys that played for Trinity, Polo Manuqueño and Gaius Bayanuku. And with me is the defensive line coach, defensive coordinator, Donald Tryon. You knew them better than anybody. How much pain is still there?
Well, you know, it's still fresh to us. We just got through burying the last one of our guys on Saturday, so those guys were awful close to us, and it's an awful tight community here, and you get to know those guys very well. You know, they spend more time with us during those 3 years in high school than they do with their family. So it becomes personal to you. They're like your sons, so it's definitely still on your heart.
How do you move on from something like this?
Well, the biggest thing is you just have to find an outlet, and thank God that, you know, football is just starting up yesterday, and it gives us an opportunity to come out here and focus on something else. You know, they're still on our hearts, but at least we get a chance to come out here and our mind doesn't focus on them as much as it would if we didn't have anything to do.
Can you talk to me or two about, you said like your sons, for you personally, because you coached them day in and day out, how tough was this on you?
Well, you know, you spend the times that I remember with those guys to make it personal is not so much the time that we spent together on the football field, it's the times that you spend with those guys talking to them after practice, after ball games. Those guys spent a lot of time with me in track. You know, we stayed together year-round, and you get to know their families, you get to know a lot about them, and when that happens, you know, it becomes real personal, and you know, it's just like losing one of your own when that occurs.
Real quick, do you have anything planned for the memory of these kids?
Nothing has been set in stone as of yet, but definitely there's some things in the work as we're talking right now. And so hopefully we'll get some of those things finalized before our first ball game.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Good luck this season. All right, guys, let's get it back to you in Dallas.